So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 3 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now the stories I wanted to cover today includes games we've seen recently with great visuals. Today is the day with the new PlayStation Plus service launching, and a huge wave of games are set to get a performance graphics boost. First, yes or no, are you upping your PlayStation Plus subscription to extra or premium or not? Now that people kind of got an idea of what the service is about and what we were possibly getting, I'm curious if you guys have decided to upgrade your service level from basic, which is essential, to extra or premium level. Today we should be getting the full game list, so maybe some of you are waiting for that to make final judgment, but let me know. So yes or no, are you upgrading your PlayStation Plus subscription service or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, today is the day for the new PlayStation Plus service to finally launch in the West. By the time you're watching this video, it's probably already live. At the time of writing it for me, it isn't live yet, so hello to all of you in the future. I really hope Sony provides an enticing list of games out of the gate. Just please give me the Resistance franchise. I feel like I'm going to be disappointed when it launches later today and no Resistance Fall of Man or Resistance 2 is there. I hope I'm wrong, considering we've seen ratings for Resistance Retribution, meaning it's most likely landing on the service. I hope Resistance 1 and 2 land on the service as well. I don't think this is really a big ask. This is Sony first party studios. This is one of their titles. I think you guys should have this on the service out of the gate. Again, there are 3 tiers: essential, extra, and premium, and you guys all know these by now. I don't think I need to explain it for the 50th time. So moving on from there, I'm already set for the PlayStation Plus premium service for years, I think up until 2025 or 2026, thanks to the PlayStation Now stacking, basically allowing me to get the service at half price. But going back to the games, if today I don't get what I want, I wonder if Sony will update the service later this week, since we're meant to get a PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium update every middle of the month. So while Essential is every beginning of the month, so the beginning of the month is PlayStation Plus Essential, so it's the regular PlayStation Plus 4 games a month that we get, and then midway through the month we should be getting a various amount of titles. They didn't give us an exact title. They said it will be variable for PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium. So that's new PlayStation Plus, PlayStation 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and PlayStation Portable titles that land on the service every middle way through the month. I'm really curious to see how this all plays out this week. What I don't want to happen is Sony to mainly focus on adding more extra tier games, so more PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games, since that's what happened to PlayStation Now over time. New PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2 games stopped coming, and it was just PlayStation 4 games, since obviously PlayStation Now and cloud streaming isn't supported on PlayStation 5 games as of yet. Either way, I'm excited to check out the service later today, and hopefully you guys will see my opinion on Twitter or on Wednesday's video. Now diving into the second story of the video, next gen visuals. So this is a quick story. I've been watching some of the events you've been having recently and just wanted to quickly highlight 2 games I've seen that have impressive visuals and give you that next gen look for me anyways. You guys of course could have a different opinion. Game number 1 is a game that some of you might have heard about by now at this point, and that game is horror title Ill. I think I first saw this game last year, but it's a game being made by a 4-man team according to their Patreon, which is impressive. I don't know how many times we've seen games that look really good and it's made by like just a few people. I don't know how that works. This game is an Unreal Engine 5 title, and we got the first gameplay for it last year, but recently at the Future Game Show we got another snippet to dive into, and of course, just like last year, it also looks great. Again, while it does look great, the only big downside here for me is, when is this game actually going to come out? It feels like it's going to be a while, considering we've only seen 2 small snippets of gameplay. Last year we got a small clip, and a year later we still only got another small clip of gameplay. You'd assume by now it would have been a full trailer, a more sizable trailer. Regardless, this story here is focused on visuals, and ill looks great. Another game that has great next-gen looking visuals is the Invincible. This isn't based on the animated show or comic, which is, I've seen some of those comments and I completely understand that, but no, this is based on the book The Invincible by author Stanislaw Lem. Hopefully I did some decent pronunciation of that name. But here is the plot summary of that book. A heavily armored interstellar spacecraft called Invincible lands on the planet Regis 3, which seems uninhabited and bleak, and to investigate the loss of her sister ship Condor. During the investigation, the crew finds evidence of a form of quasi-life born through evolution of autonomous, self-replicating machines, apparently left behind by an alien civilization ship which landed on Regis 3 a very long time ago. So self-replicating machines really reminds me of Horizon for anybody who's played the game, which I assume maybe the developers over at Guerrilla got some inspiration from this book because obviously it predates the Horizon franchise. But the difference between this game and Ill, the horror game we just talked about beforehand, is that this time around we actually got a proper chunk of gameplay for the Invincible compared to last year, which was just a teaser. And this makes sense because the game is set to release later this year, or is targeting a release for later this year. There isn't an exact release date, so that might indicate it has the potential to be pushed out to 2023, but it was already delayed to 2022. So I assume if they were planning to release it last year, they should be good to go for some time this year. But of course, we have to wait and see. But you guys let me know if Ill or Invincible looks next gen to you or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, a huge graphics 2.0 upgrade wave. So again, a quick refresher on FSR, which stands for Fidelity FX Super Resolution. It's a video game engine tool that a developer implements to allow their games to run better while maintaining the visual quality. So instead of running a game at native 4K 30, you can run it at native 1080p or 1440p, for example, and upscale it to 4K and have it run at 60 frames per second or higher. And according to AMD, the creators of the tool, of course, the visual quality will look close to 4K native or be maybe even better, which is of course a big claim. So far, it's gotten a positive reception from people testing it, and more games are set to get it as well. Reading from website Tom's Hardware, AMD released a new blog post earlier this morning, so this is an older article from last week, sharing further details surrounding Fidelity FX Super Resolution FSR 2.0, the adoption rate by video game titles and game developers. According to AMD, 16 new titles will gain FSR 2.0 support soon, including big hitters such as Hitman 3 and Microsoft Flight Simulator. FSR 2.0 adoption by game development studios also looking good, with 19 more game studios supporting AMD's upscaling technology. As a result, we should see more new games and current games featuring AMD's new upscaling tech as time progresses. So the future is looking bright for FSR. With the addition of 16 more titles receiving FSR 2.0 support, video game adoption of version 2.0 has grown to 19 games in all so far. Upcoming titles including Abyss World, Asterios, Delicium, EVE Online, Forspoken, Grounded, Hitman 3, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Nishui Han, Overprime, Perfect World Remake, Rescue Party Live, Super People, Swordsman Remake, The Callisto Protocol, and Unknown 9 Awakening. This is on top of the 3 titles already supporting FSR 2.0, including God of War, Deathloop, and Farming Simulator 2022. So for me, I'm more focused on the upcoming titles like Forspoken, which we already knew was getting FSR 2.0, and Callisto Protocol, which would be great to play at 4K upscaled with FSR 2.0 at 60 frames per second. I'm really curious to see how these games run and compare to native 4K options later this year. But are you happy to see more games get FSR 2.0 support, or do you not care? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. As it always helps to subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with today is the day. Obviously, today is when the new PlayStation Plus service finally launches here in the West. We'll get access to PlayStation 1 titles, hopefully some new PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 titles, and hopefully also a new collection of PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 titles as well. I'm excited for it. If you are as well, destroy the comment section with "today is the day," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.